Welcome on back to the Outpost. I know it's been a while, and I'm sorry, but it's been real busy around here, and by the time I finally get to sitting down at the end of the night, I'm just like, it's just too tired to put together something that is gonna seem worthwhile or even like worthy of some kind of video. But a lot's going on this week. We got a shit ton of work done around the homestead. We got one of the roosters in a new enclosure. There he is. He's loving life in this new thing. He's got a lot more space. Oh, buddy boy. How you doing? We got an expansion that we're going to be doing on the property here. I got my buddy coming to basically clear a bunch of property. So this will all be hauled out of here, flattened out, and leveled. And it'll all be nice and usable. I'm not 100% sure as far as what I'm going to do with that bit of property yet. But other than that, we consolidated what was left of his old enclosure and basically everything else around here that needed cleaned up since the winter. It's been a pretty crazy winter, and it took a lot to get us back to where we are right now. So as you just saw there in my little flyby with the camera, we got some water storage. So we got 5 55-gallon drums, and then we have these two 275-gallon drums that we just picked up. So that's going to be the newest addition to the homestead. The farm has been cleaned, fertilized, and composted with new soil. Just waiting on the mushrooms to pop. Got these set up over here. Got the fire pit set up for when the father-in-law comes up next week. And just waiting. Oh shit, look at this, boy. We got some mushrooms already popping up. Let's go, dude. Shiitakes. Oh man, look at them. Yeah, we're getting our first flushing of the year. Nice. Awesome. See? Already getting food. Got these beds set up for herbs. This is where we do our potatoes. This is our green bean house. So another thing I've been doing is building up our perimeter security. Just getting up what I can as far as any brush removal, stuff like that gets added to the outside edge on the property line. And then we added another 3 motion sensor lights to the outside. I got one out in the tree line, one out front of the house, and then another one that's covering a blind spot that I had on the side over here. So got that all set up. Let's see. Oh yeah, I mean, this whole thing here we had set up for the winters for storage on this side, and then I had the rooster living over here. Got this all broke down. Eventually this whole overhang is going to get moved there. Right where that seam is on the gable, we're gonna cut that roof line there and come down here. Oh yeah. Not as bad as the left hand's. Yeah. We got this all cleaned up here finally. Got the roof that was on the ground here down to just 3 bags now, which is awesome. That was a zero cost demo. All I had to buy was the material to redo the roof. Everything else I did myself. And we have a trash service that allows us 5 bags a week, and we were able to get rid of those. And then the roof will go over there. All right, so the next upgrade that we've made this week. So there was 2 shelves here filled to the brim with tools, materials, miscellaneous shit. And so this thing showed up. It was supposed to go in the basement. I don't know where the snafu happened, but it happened. So we had to throw an audible in there. I had to make room in here. So now we got this. End of the month comes and we're getting our half cow. So hopefully the world holds itself together for a little while longer, because yeah. And that we cleaned up the tooling area. I still gotta turn all this stuff into target size material, and then I'm just gonna have a dispenser for when I go to the range. And then I reorganized this whole section here to basically consolidate everything that I had over by the garage door. So it ended up being way better in the end. So I'm happy with it. It's been a crazy week though, going nonstop. It was such a long winter that I kind of forgot how bad of condition the property actually was when winter hit. Well, I just got done doing the roof. There was still a ton of debris that was trapped under the snow. There was just a lot of fucking work around here that I didn't really remember was gonna be there. So, we had to get that done. But yeah, so this is something I'm way happier with now. Definitely a lot more happy with my workshop and the condition it's in. But after I finish the roof on this side, add the overhang that I have over here to the back side of the garage, and clear out that section of land over by the chicken coop, then we're gonna basically have new chicken coops going up on the perimeter of the space that we create over on that side of the property where the chicken coops are now. And then where the chicken coops are going to be is going to be more garden beds, and there's going to be fruit trees. We're going to have an orchard there. And then over here by the fire pit, basically where the end of that big log is where the yurt is going to go. And that's you know, other than, you know, finishing up stuff like my side, right? Stuff like that. It's all weather tight. That's been like that for, I don't know, more seasons than I really care to admit. But, yeah, you know, it's not leaking. It's not, you know, it is what it is. I got more shit, better stuff that I'd rather do and get done than, work on cosmetic stuff at this point in time. But that is on the list. Getting all the cosmetic stuff wrapped up here finally this season. So getting the yurt done, moving the chicken coops, which is like gonna set us up for the orchard and more garden beds next season. Oh, and then yeah, one is, you know, when you get the new coops, all the chickens from here are going to be moved over here. We're going to get rid of this, reclaim all the materials from this because I screwed it together. There's not a single nail in this entire fucking thing, right? And so I'm going to reclaim all these materials, and then we're going to take down the tent and get rid of this, and then all these fucking trees right here are gonna go bye-bye. We're gonna get them out of here once we make that room. But it's like that puzzle game, you know, where you only got one free space and you gotta move shit around. So it's kind of like that. But yeah, sorry, not like the most exciting update. I actually got some first impressions for gear that I'm gonna be doing, some high-end stuff that I picked up, kind of giving it a normal guy user review of high-end, or I guess, you know, high-end for at your average Joe. First impressions. It's the Armacite 320, and which is thermals. It's thermal monocle. Yep. And then we got the Iris RD4. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. The Iris 4. So we got that. Plus some other stuff too. I picked up some new carry ammo. You know, some new cheap metal mags. You know, we might be doing some of that stuff for the time being until I have a more drastic update around here, or more entertaining content to give you guys. But if you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, do all the YouTube shit, because, you know, obviously I'm busy around here, and I'm trying to, you know, keep the content rolling for you guys. But at the same time, realistically, it's getting fucking crazy out there. And, you know, if you aren't getting ready in some way, shape, or form, whether training, learning, doing something other than sitting on your ass and doing nothing, I would start doing that now. Other than that, I'm nomad. Thanks for coming out to the Outpost. We'll see you next time. Check you later.